Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a reading for January 2016 for the sign of Leo. There's also going to be an overview of 2016. I specifically am not doing a reading for every month of the year because I do believe we have free will, so things are not necessarily predetermined. But I was told to give an overview of the general energies that will be with you for the entire 2016, and I have two cards for that from two different decks. Also, I do want to apologize to Leo, Virgo, Cancer, and Aquarius for not posting December videos. What happened was while I was downloading my videos to my computer crashed and I lost the files. I had to leave town the next day, so I didn't get a chance to record, and therefore those four signs did not get a reading. And I have had a couple of people who were disappointed, and understandably so, but that's what happened, and unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. But hopefully this will never happen again. I am doing this on my new GoPro camera, which I got from my husband. So let's get started with the reading, okay? In a position of now, what we have is base chakra. And I'm also recovering from a really nasty cold, so if I start coughing, please forgive me. Base chakra is, if you know anything about chakra centers, it is the very first chakra that corresponds to our safety in the world. And what this is saying to me is that for the next little while, and I'm actually hearing starting January up until February, March of 2016, you are going to be feeling slightly off with respect to your own security and safety. And I don't necessarily mean safety for your life or safety for your well-being in a physical sense, as far as you know, somebody being after you. What I do get more is the safety pertaining to financial matters. What I'm being told is that over the last few, I don't know, I want to say decades. He's telling me to say decades. Over the last few decades, there have been some difficulties with securing a stable footing in your life. And I do want to say this has to do with work and relationships. But I have to say, decades is really a long time, so I'm not sure why he's asking me to say decades, but whoever this pertains to, I hope it makes sense. Please let me know if that's the case. But anyway, there's been some time in your past where you have had difficulty securing your financial stability. And those are the words that are being said to me. And this will continue for a little while longer, up until and including possibly March, okay? What he's saying to me is that as of spring of 2016, and he's actually connecting spring to March 21st, which is the first day of spring, things are going to dramatically change going forward, but I'm afraid you're not going to see the evidence of it up until that point, okay? So bottom line is, if you haven't already felt a little bit uncertain about your future, and this is financial stability, this will come up in the very near future or just around the corner. What he's saying is, please do not concern yourself with worries, because the long-term outlook for you is actually quite positive, but I do feel like you have to deal with some financial matters that are not necessarily the best at this time and for the next little while. Okay, so that's what's happening right now. What you are coming out of, excuse me, or what is contributing to this situation, what we have is the card called Universe. Okay, this is the last major arcana card, but it is shown to me in reverse. So I'm going to ask what this means. And what he's saying to me is that the situation you're in right now pertaining to your security, and I want to say predominantly your financial security, has to do with feeling or being in a situation like where you feel or felt like the world was crumbling underneath you. And what he's actually showing me, interestingly enough, He's showing me the tarot card called the Tower, and it's being shown to me crumbling down. And what he's saying to me is that relationships and situations have crumbled down in the past little while, and I want to say 3 to 4 months or 3 to 4 years, that have contributed to you feeling financially unstable. Okay, he's also saying to me that you have had issues with headaches or pressure around the head, and he's also connecting the pressure around your head to your spine. The very bottom, I want to go to the tailbone. So this is very specific. So this must connect to someone. You do check it out if you're having concerns about your headaches, but he's saying this has to do with you feeling unstable, and this is an instability is connected to spine, or the very bottom of your spine, which is where your first chakra center resides. Okay, so that's where you're coming out of. What you are going into is the word light. Okay, and when I said the word light, he said the word hope. Okay, now there is a card in this deck that's called hope, but he asked me to say the word hope to you. You will also notice that this is a major arcana card, which signifies significant depth into the message. So again, he's saying to me, March or around March, things are going to significantly improve for you. And he's asking you to, my guide, is asking you to have a lot of faith and a lot of patience with yourself, because though you don't feel stable right now, and this is again financial, you have been making a lot of progress. And he's saying to me, you being the Leo being like a cat, and the proverbial saying is a cat always lands on its 4 feet. You always have a way of managing to come out on top of things. This is going to be no different. However, I do feel that this situation that you are coming out of and that you're experiencing is has been or is significant, and I do feel that it will feel very turbulent to you, and you will feel troubled by it. But you are to stay focused on what's ahead of you, not what's behind you. And he's also saying to me, you have support of your family, and not to forget that. Okay, but he does show me that you may be either not aware of it, not willing to accept it, or reluctant to accept help from friends or family. So hope, light is ahead of you. Don't lose faith, because good things are coming to you despite of what is happening now. Okay, now in your distant past, what we have is the card is called deception and envy, and this is connected to your mental state, but the card is shown to me in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to ask my guide what this is saying to me. And what he's saying to me is that sometime in a distant past, and again, this is what is contributing to this situation now, you were not fooled by somebody else's promises or contributions to a situation. In other words, let me just see if you can give it to me in a different way. What he's saying to me is that though it seemed that people were on your side, they weren't really, and you were able to see through it. And he's connecting this ability to see through the fog to the world or the universe being in the compromised position, or you feeling like the world around you is compromised. So I'm not quite sure what this means, but it's not supposed to mean anything to you. And regardless of that, it is in your past. So they're just trying to say, you know, this is where it's coming from. There were other people involved that have contributed to this situation from your past, but you are behind it now, and those people are also behind you, and they will not be coming forward, okay? Now, the card that I always look forward to is the card of future. And what you have, oh my God, you have hope. So remember when he said, call this light card hope, and then you actually have hope. So it is like a double whammy, but in a very positive way. And this is yet another major arcana. So you have 3 major arcana cards, which signifies considerable depth to this overall reading for you. So what he's saying to me is that indeed hope is in your future, but it's not just hope. He's actually showing me, you know, there's a saying, manna coming down from up above, or from the sky, manna signifying abundance. There is abundance that's going to be coming to you, and the abundance is going to be of significant nature. How it's going to come to you, I don't know, but I'm also being told not to get preoccupied with that question. Just follow your gut, and follow your intuition, and you will be led to situations and people that will help you get your bearings back. And that's what he's saying to me. I also do feel you are leaving certain people behind you. I am being shown a possibility of work or career situation where you are leaving. You are leaving that behind, you are leaving that in the past, and you are moving into newer and greener pastures, which is that's what he wants me to say. So it seems like, you know, heavy reading, nonetheless, is a bit of a forewarning that you might not feel stable, or it will continue for a little while longer. But what he's also saying is don't lose hope, because the light is at the end of the tunnel, and have hope that everything will turn out for the best in the long run, okay? So that's it for the general reading. Now, the 2 cards I picked are to signify general energies for 2016 for you. And I picked 1 card from the same deck that I just gave the reading to you with, and 1 card from the Angels deck. So let me see what the first card says. So the first card, and this is for the overall theme for 2016, or overall energies for 2016, what you have is called accelerated motion. Okay, it's number 8. This card is pertaining to your spiritual part of you, and what he's saying to me is that this year is a year of a lot of growth, and he's saying because of all the situations you have been in, and because of all the turbulences and all the things and people you had to leave behind, or you are in the process of leaving behind, you are going to come out of it a much stronger and wiser individual. And if it feels like everything is tumbling down all at the same time, it is because you are meant to go through it very fast and very swiftly, and this is not meant to drag on forever. Because he's saying to me that in the month of June, July of 2016, your life is going to be 180-degree different, and you are going to look back at 2015 and you're going to say, wow, I have come a long way. And I know you can't see it yet, but this is what he is saying to tell you, so that you, again, have hope, okay? Number 8 also signifies stability. It is a very stable number, and it is also associated with infinity, yes, but it's also associated with financial abundance. So this does feel like money-related reading or connected to finances, so that is a fantastic card. Now, the Angel card for the theme of 2016, what you have is patience, okay? And this is what the card says. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So what this says to me is, remember when he said there's light and hope? So have hope, because there's light at the end of the tunnel. You are not feeling that right now, and that will require you to have patience to get through this little bit of a turbulent time in your life. But not only can you do it, you are doing it, and you will do it, okay? And this accelerated motion, let me just pick it up again, pertaining to your spiritual growth, and patience card, it's all tied together, because basically what the angels are trying to say to you is, throughout this entire process, you are gathering a lot of information, not only about yourself, not only about the people you have left behind, but also what you want out of your life and out of yourself in the future. Okay, so those are the energies for 2016. This is a very powerful reading. I hope this makes sense to you. I am recording this on December 31st, so tomorrow is January 1st. I want to wish you a very happy 2016. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for subscribing. I am so grateful to you, because without you, there is no point in me doing this. And I look forward to seeing you again in February. I can't believe I'm saying that. And have a wonderful day, and thank you so much again. And if you would like a private reading, you can reach me at the information below. The other thing I wanted to add is that every 2 weeks I am on live radio, internet radio, giving readings free of charge for 2 hours with another medium. I will put the information down below. You can feel free to call. We get callers all the time, and this is an ongoing thing every 2 weeks, and perhaps we will chat. And if we do, just say hello, and we'll go from there. Okay? Thank you so much, and goodbye.